Hello everybody, welcome to episode 26. Yep, 26 of Childe watches Deltora Quest. When we last left our heroes, they got on some kin and flew a place. They discovered the grave of Doom. Doom the person is, that is, not Doom the... Doom the... Yeah, I'm not sure that thought, but yeah. What else can we talk about? Yeah, they hopped on some kin. The Majesty of Flight came in effect, and, yeah, they're gonna arrive on Dread Mountain, but I don't know how on earth those Grey Guards are gonna catch up with them. Because in the preview, it said that the Grey Guards caught up with them, which doesn't make any sense. So when we last left them, they were in the Shifting Sands, and we left the Shifting Sands such a long time ago. I mean, we even got sidetracked by Thagan.
Just don't forget there are still 3 more gems to find.
I guess the Shadow Lord has his ways.
Come on, Barda, stop being such a wet blanket.
Now we're on our way to a place called Dread Mountain, where the 5th gem is hidden.
Brawl? Yeah, I think it's Brawl Attack. This is one of the cooler beasts in the series. I remember when I had my, back then I used to be a bit of an artist, and I would always draw things. And I believe I got the How to Draw the Creatures of Deltora book, and I think I attempted to draw a Brawl once. I remember I drew whatever that magician type guy on the second cover of the Dragons of Deltora book. I drew that guy. I can't remember how. I think it was pretty good for the time. I wonder if I still have it.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know.
Dreaming Spring, you drank some of it before you slept? 2 nights of that was about as much as I could handle.
Exactly. It was an interesting experience, but I don't think I want to repeat it every night.
Pretty
you
much.
Must be excited to see your mountain again in real life, not just in some dream.
Yes. Can you feel the butterflies in my stomach?
Maybe.
Last night, I woke up and I thought I felt other kin nearby. But of course, I couldn't hear or see them, and then it went away.
Didn't you expect as much? I'm sure Elder Kren planned to check up on us to make sure we were all right.
But what makes me concerned is that it felt as if they were desperately trying to tell us something.
Like what?
Do you think that something bad happened?
We can't turn around. Let's get these 3 to the mountain quickly so that we can get
I'm
right
not sure
back
what
to the
kind of
spring.
information they
Come
would
on,
have
let's
to...
move it.
Oh, now I know what information they would have, but I'll save it whenever it shows up. But yeah, this is Dread Mountain, and their dreaded thorny bush things. Though those are stones, clearly.
Kadabra!
I guess the scenery is at least interesting, rather than just generic. I'll give it that. And if I were to look at that, I would say that's Dread Mountain too. Though I'm surprised no gnomes have shot at them yet with their poisoned arrows.
You 2 can reminisce later. We're in range now, girls. We need to start making it hard for any gnomes down there to fire at us.
Don't worry, I've handled them before.
Here they come. Boosh.
They've started firing!
All right, hold on tight.
I can't remember exactly, but I think they're,
So you think these are all poison arrows?
Exactly.
I think their strategy in the book was like either fly low next to the trees, so that way the arrows mostly hit the trees. It was either that or fly high. I think flying high would make the most sense, because I'm not sure how high an arrow can shoot, but you can only do so much. And you gotta wonder, if it's been 16 years since the kin quote-unquote disappeared, why would the gnomes bother to continue to hunt them?
So that's what a Boolong tree
But then
looks
again,
like.
I could just be getting it... I can just be getting it completely wrong.
I don't think I've ever seen thorns this big before.
Yes, but it's thanks to these
And watch,
thorns
she's gonna
that we're
take a
safe from
big
the gnomes.
bite out of it.
For some reason, they don't like them.
The boolongs grow thick here. There aren't many gaps between the trees. I don't think they'll even bother trying to find us.
True, but that makes it hard for us to move around, too.
Indeed.
There's a river just below here that we can take you to. You'll find it easier to travel along its banks.
Perfect. It'll probably be easier for us to take off there, too.
Nom 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 nom. Oh wait, they're not eating it.
Don't the thorns bother
No.
you?
No, our skin is very tough. Even when we played in them as children, we never got hurt.
How can these things survive growing so close together? Is Dread Mountain completely covered in boolong trees like this?
It's quite different from when we lived here. There weren't nearly as many trees then. There were also many paths winding through the forest.
We kin used to keep the boolong trees from overgrowing by eating their cones, but we haven't been around for a while.
Hey, Jasmine.
Surprised they're not eating them right now,
No,
because
I can't.
pretty
They're
much the
all
moment they
silent.
landed,
It's
they
like they're so
immediately
afraid
started
that they've
eating
shut
them, and I
themselves off from the
understand
rest of
why.
the
If you
world.
haven't tasted the stuff in
Look at that.
several years, you immediately want to gobble it all up. What happened here?
How'd this happen?
I thought you said they don't come down here.
No, I don't think the gnomes did this. They couldn't have lifted those trees.
Definitely not a good sign. Our task was difficult enough, but this means there are others in this mountain that we'll have to keep an eye out for.
I don't think that was in the book. But yeah, the Varl... Yep, there it is, right there. Oh, it's not quite what the cover... I might just show you an image of what an actual Brawl looks like. It's on the
There's a storm coming
cover
in.
of the
Well,
compilation
on the bright
for
side, at least we're not
the
sleeping on
Shadowlands
boolong
books.
thorns, but
I might
in the
read
meantime, it might not be
those
safe so close
near
to
the
river.
end, but
If you
I
follow
don't
this
know.
path, you'll end up in a rocky area where there are a lot of caves.
I might
You'll
read
be out of
those
the
because
storm
apparently
there.
there's a series after that, but I'm still not sure I want to go
Thanks.
jump into that series
Alright, we
because
should
it
get going.
may be part of the Shadowlands
I'd like
or
to show
it
you the
may
way.
be a completely different series, but all I know
We
is it was
can't.
never
We've gotta
localized for
leave
America.
before the storm arrives.
And knowing the
No,
popularity of the
the gnomes
series,
find us
I'm
here.
pretty sure that
Really
only the
shouldn't
books
risk
were
staying any
the books
longer.
were the only ones
But don't
that
you
gained
see?
any
It
traction. I
wouldn't be
don't
right for
think
us
this
to
show
leave them
went
like this.
anywhere.
They know too little of the mountain and its dangers. It'd be cold-hearted for us to go right now.
But what about Kren and the others?
Notice
We
how her
made a
eye
promise
is
that we'd
slightly
return as fast as we can, and I
crooked right
intend
there.
on keeping our
Her
word.
left eye.
This is our mountain. It's our home for
Not
us to
my
love and
left, but her
protect.
left.
Now that I'm here, I realize that we should have come back long ago. We really ought to be living here. We can tell the others to join us when they see us in their dreams. The gnomes can't touch us when we're in the bush because the boolong trees protect us.
Marin, we were lucky that the three of us landed safely. But do you really want all of our friends to take that risk too? Honestly, how many of them would make it through those arrows?
And even if only half our tribe survived, the number of boolong trees would be reduced again in a few years, and the paths would reopen. Then the gnomes would come back, and we'd have to flee our mountain for a second time.
But
I really hate to interrupt your discussion. I just wanted to say you've done more than we could have hoped for, and we can't thank you enough.
So just
Please
eat the
don't
blue
stay
long
put
trees
yourselves
and
in
fly
jeopardy on our
away.
behalf.
There's really no need for you to thank us. Even if it was for only a short period of time, it's been a great joy for us to be back on our mountain.
And all of our friends are gonna be so happy when we show them what we brought back.
Come on, it's time to leave now.
I'm a little late on this, but why
Oh, no,
didn't you
you're
just show nuts right there? They're supposed to eat the blue long trees and their thorns, not the nut, not
Please make
nuts.
it back to the others safely.
And thank everyone else for us.
And isn't
too.
that how you guys
You
get
three
pregnant?
Take care of yourselves, okay?
I
Why
hope
don't
one
you
day
just
we'll meet
eat
again.
some so you
Until
guys get
then, we'll
pregnant
visit
and then
you in our
just take
dreams.
some for the other ones? I don't know. Let's just watch those blobs
Bye,
fly away.
Marin, Bruna, and Elsa. Take care.
Just notice that the pink one has a pink tail. And yep, there's the shadow gray guards or whatever they're called.
So that's where they are.
Well, we'd better get going too before that storm comes in.
Do do
First thing we
do
need to
do
do is
do
find a
do
safe
do
place to
do.
sleep
The
tonight.
music is getting ominous.
I think someone's coming.
Maybe.
It might be gnomes. Hide.
Better hide. Yep, we just cleared that stream like
Should be
nothing.
around here somewhere. Go and find them now.
How do you know they're here? They could be anywhere.
Guards are different.
Are you sure they're Grey Guards?
I mean, you just saw
They
them
must
fly
be some
off,
sort of
but
special
still, you
squad or
just
something.
know they're in the bank.
Whoever they are,
They're in
they
the
attacked us. We
vicinity.
have no way to
You
escape.
wouldn't just
Look,
go straight to their
have to
last
stay
known
put.
location.
Why is one of them coming back?
That's not good. Can you see if it's Marin or not?
Uh-oh, guys. I think it's Prin.
It can't be.
Yep, it's Prin. Everyone's favorite character. Oh no.
What's she
What's
doing?
going
Don't
on?
come here. Fly away.
Just go down. I think that I just saw a little blood right there. That's surprising. So by the way, if this wasn't the anime, she would be dead, like literally right now, because she does get shot in the book, but she crash lands near him, and Jasmine uses the last of her, whatever those lilies of life were. She uses the last of that juice. Oh, and we get to watch a fight scene with these tough guys.
But now I see you're just foolish.
This is gonna be so interesting, I can already tell.
Perhaps you are under the impression that we are just another pod of gray guards. If so, you are mistaken.
Ooh, their blades are red. Just like Aragorn. I believe Aragorn's blade is red, but it's been a while. It's been a long time since I read Aragorn. And I know that book not the book. The movie didn't do it any favors, and the movie came out in 2006? I think 2006. That's because it was available for Xbox 360 and multiple other platforms, and I wanted to play it, but then I saw the movie and I was like, yeah, this movie isn't good.
You'll have to get past me first.
Hey, Prin! Where are you, Prin?
Yeah, she's gonna respond because she's dead. You know, you're kind of there's like 7 of you guys against the 2 of them. How are you not overwhelming them?
Summoned solely by our master, the Shadow Lord. We will chase our prey to the corners of the world. We will even chase you into your nightmares.
Oh no.
Get up.
What can possibly save us?
Prin!
Oh, it's just a bruise.
Wake up, Prin! You just hang in there.
It's a
I've got
bruise
something
rather
that'll
than a
make you
cut.
feel better.
Don't pour it on the wound, pour it into her mouth.
That's the last of it. If it's not enough, then there's nothing more I can do. Come on,
Just
Prin.
pray,
You've got
pray
to do the
harder.
rest yourself.
Leaf!
Do something. Oh, well, Leaf's dead.
Looks like this is the end for you.
What's going on? It's a brawl! Ooh, they got spear tail. Funny enough, it doesn't have chains. The one that attacked him in the book had chains because it's implied that it escaped from the Shadowlands.
It's a thrall that escaped the Shadow Arena. They're bred with a single...
Why are you telling them this?
Once it decides you're its foe, there's no stopping it.
Then why are you bothering to fight it?
Are you all right, Lee?
Just run away! Just run away! Let's just continue to fight it even though there's no point.
Fall back. Our mission has nothing to do with the thrall. We'll retreat and let the beast finish off its prey. And now you two will see what it's like to be its enemy.
Okay, we're just gonna run away now. Oh, I guess I better kill him. Though, I wonder if that thing on its arm, I think that's supposed to be its slave. I can't think of the term, but it's the thing that clamps onto him. Slave bracket, slave bracelet, which is odd. Yep, we're just gonna sit on him and protect him from danger. Oh my goodness, I can already tell this is gonna be super boring. We're gonna pretend to fight, and eventually the Varl's gonna run away, cause oh my gosh, they're so tough, guys.
Who knows? It could work.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Leaf! Marta! Get out of the way!
Oh, I guess Jasmine's just gonna push the rock off. That's quite the impeccable aim, Jasmine. It just stood there. Didn't even bother to move out of the way. But I guess that's one way to take care of it.
It's all right.
Yeah, thanks to you.
You You gave her the rest of the nectar from the lilies of life?
Yep.
Yeah,
But it
there
wasn't
much
enough,
left, but I hope
Barda.
it works.
It wasn't enough. Nah, just kidding. She's actually alive, and her brood. Actually, from the looks of it, I think it'd be on her other, the wing she was laying down on. But her bruise has magically
Why
disappeared.
did you follow us here on your own, Prin? Don't you realize how worried your mother must be right now?
Don't be mad at me. I've always wanted to come here, and when you said this is where you were going, I knew it was my only chance. But I also knew that the others would never let me come with you, so I secretly followed. Hey, you're all covered in scratches and stuff. What happened? I thought I was the one that was hurt badly. Guess I was just dreaming about that.
You weren't dreaming, remember? Barda just told you a poison arrow brought you down. Lucky for you, Jasmine had some nectar that healed your wound.
Prin, you're the only young your tribe has. How do you think the others would feel if anything were to happen to you?
But it's fine, because I'm all right. Where are
Yep.
Elsa, Marin, and Bruna? They're gonna be so surprised to see me here. I can't wait to see their faces. I mean, I actually flew the whole way by myself. Nobody would have ever thought I could do that.
I hate to say it, but they left a while ago.
Huh?
But how else am I
guessing
gonna
you
get
don't know the way
back?
back. So now what do you plan to do?
Well, it looks like you'll just have to come with us.
For right now.
You'll let me go with you guys?
Not a chance, it's too dangerous.
Look,
But
Lisa,
yeah, he
Loki
can't
be safe
exactly
for her to
just
try and
send
fly
her
up
on
by
her way.
herself.
How does she know
She chose to
where,
come.
where to go
We're heading
back?
right into gnome territory. She'll draw attention.
She's not a baby anymore. She's young, but she could help us out. For one thing, she could cut a path through the Bulong forest like the other kin did before they left.
Out of the question. I refuse to be burdened by another
Another
More
child.
energy than sense. You two were quite enough, thank you.
Barda, you really don't have room to talk because you've
If anything, I'm the one who's been
really
looking
done
out for
nothing
you.
on this quest. Jasmine saved you in the first with the first Guardian. Leaf saved you with the second Guardian. Jasmine saved him with the third Guardian. Leaf saved you with the fourth Guardian, and now the Brawl's back. Though it's kind of odd that its eyes in its mouth. I don't think that's a detail in the book, but actually that doesn't even make any sense. If it consumes stuff, how would it consume stuff if its eye is in its mouth? Now that I think about it.
Run away! Get out of here!
No way, I can't leave you!
For once, just do as I tell you. There's no way we're gonna defeat this beast. Now go!
Oh no! Rather than just eat his head, just throw him. I'm gonna be curious how they take care of this thing. Oh, watch, Prin is gonna save the day somehow. Is she gonna Falcon Punch him? They're just getting destroyed. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Watch, Prin is gonna like Falcon Punch it or throw some rocks at it. What? What's that thing? I've never encountered it. Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Ooh. Oh yeah, that's how they did it. I think Prin just like threw that stuff at it, and I think it hates that stuff. I'm out of here.
Green is the good moss, it takes away the pain. Purple is the bad moss, it brings it back again.
It's kinda
Mommy and the others
on
said
the
that to
nose
me
there.
so many times, and it's true.
I guess it is true.
Thank you, Prin.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the part where they discovered the cave
Yeah,
with
thanks,
Doom's grave in
Really
it.
were
I
something back
don't
there.
think it happened at Kin's Rest like it did in the last book.
After all,
Though it's been a while.
I owe
It's
you an apology
probably
for
been a
calling you
month or
bird.
two since I read Dread Mountain.
I was scared,
That's how
but then I
far
remembered that
far
song.
ahead
That's
I've
when
gotten
I had
with
to
the
try to
books.
find the moss and help you
Because
fight
this
the
is
letter
so much longer to go through.
Stuffed it good into that monster's ugly mouth. That purple moss is supposed to be so bad it can actually burn your skin right
Then why didn't it burn your
Green moss
skin?
really works well too. My cuts and bruises feel like they're almost completely healed.
Green is the good moss, it takes away the pain. Purple is the bad moss, it brings it back again. When I was little, my mommy used to sing that to me, but I wasn't sure if it was real. Actually, there's a lot of stuff about the mountain that she and the others never told me, like that Frolls live here.
Maybe it came here after they left, or they just didn't want to dream about it. I don't think they'd lie to you.
Who in their right mind would want to dream about that?
Perhaps that's the problem with relying on the
But
spring water.
it actually
After all,
came
you
from
can
the
only see what
Shadowlands.
the dream shows you, and they always end when things start getting interesting.
What's
Hey, Prin,
going
I
on?
don't suppose you remember if any of the adults ever talked about seeing someone that looked like us on the mountain in one of their dreams, do you?
Nope, never.
It looks as though we're not the only people who decided to make a trip to Dread Mountain.
What are you talking about?
What's over here?
Who exactly am I? All is darkness around me.
Yeah, now I'm remembering it right.
There are only 3
This
things of which
this
I'm
passage was
I know
next
I
to
am a man.
Doom's grave.
I know where I've been. And lastly,
It was written in blood, and I'm guessing the engraving on Doom's grave was the one that was actually there in the last episode. But this was next to Doom's grave. And it was written in blood, but it's just carved in stone here for some reason. But yeah, that was episode 26. Some stuff to talk about, but it's pretty ridiculous stuff. And I gotta say, I'm at least not bored. I'm a little tired, but not bored of these episodes so far, like I was with the Shifting Sands. But hopefully they just don't drag it out. I'm hoping there's just 2 more episodes, and they can probably take their time with the Maze of the Beast. Because the Maze of the Beast actually has some interesting stuff going on, but yeah, we'll see what happens when that shows up. Anyway, thanks again guys for watching, and tune in for episode 27 coming soon. See you then.
We're in the gnome's caves now, but there are all kinds of clever traps. Are we gonna be able to get out of here? And then I see it. The hideous monster that's controlling the Dread Gnomes. Next episode, Trapped Under Dread Mountain.